But like I said, majority of these women in today's day are 304s. Y'all use 304 tactics on everyday men and then be confused when the shit don't work. That only attracts pimps and sugar daddies. That's it. That's all.
A man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's, where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee.
See, coffee dates or like low-key dates, that's essentially what it is, are very important, and I'm going to tell you why. Because what it does is it forces you to have to actually have a personality. And see, that's a lot of y'all don't have it, and so that's why you don't want to go on a low-key date, because you're going to be forced to actually have to engage because you're not going to have all those distractions in the way. And then a lot of women are dating just to get out the house, just to get free food, just to leech off a man, or hell, a stud too. Like, a lot of women just go on dates just to have something to do. So that's why a lot of women don't be wanting to go on low-key dates, because it doesn't feed their agenda. So honestly, a low-key date or the fact that the person don't want to go on a low-key date, it exposes them. So low-key dates are very important, like very important. You need them. I just find it funny how it's all these single women on here trying to tell a married woman about what dates to accept from a man. Like, ma'am, you don't even have a dog in the fight. You don't have a man at all. How's you gonna tell somebody what we need to be accepting? Like, why would I listen to you when you don't even have a man to show that your tactics work? That's why I say social media got y'all minds so warped that y'all don't even understand that when you're a single woman, you can't tell married people nothing. Hell, you can't tell other single people anything because you don't know shit. You don't have anything to show for anything. You don't have nothing. Your tactics don't fucking work. And it's clear because you don't have a goddamn man. So I just find it to be bizarre, yet comical, how y'all are really on here backing and forthing with a married woman about what I should do, about what I should accept. Like, wow.
Yeah, I think we can see why a lot of women don't like her and why they're trying to trash and call her names and downplay her marriage and how they want to try and cancel her because of all the things that she's calling out. Because all of this is really just sad, and it's just people operating from a place of fear. Because really, what happened to you just authentically wanting to get to know somebody? What happened to just saying, hey, yeah, I want to go out with this person because I want to be social. I want to have a good time. I want to see what they about, you know, just that. Because let's keep it real. When you spend so much time focusing on how much you can take from someone, you miss out on your opportunity to actually receive so much more.
And you know what? And see, this is why I said that y'all's moms, grandmas, aunties dropped the ball on y'all. Because y'all don't understand when a man is playing the long game. Y'all don't understand when he's playing chess, not checkers. Y'all so used to men just coming in wanting a good time. Hell yeah, he'll blow a bag because he want a good time for the night. Yeah, whatever the fuck you say, bitch, because I'm finna kick your ass to the curb probably next week. Hell, probably tomorrow. It's called the short game. He playing checkers. He don't give a fuck about tomorrow. All he give a fuck about is tonight. What we doing tonight, and I'm going to pay to play. That's why I say y'all don't understand the game. Y'all mamas and grandmas done dropped the ball on you, and I would be mad if I was you, because you don't understand the simple rules to this game, and that's why you going to lose, because you don't get it. You don't understand. You can't wrap your mind around it. It's sad, to be honest. It's really sad to see our women failing in life like this, because you, like I said, you don't even understand the difference between chess and checkers.
Listen, I don't even know how somebody expects to find somebody who's genuine and really interested in wanting them when that's not even what their heart is open to accepting, because they're so focused on the superficial, because all that other stuff is just confetti. It's just a distraction. When you remove all of that and you start actually focusing on aligning yourself with people who you actually share similar interests, same values, same morals, same principles. You guys are going down the same path in life. You start to learn he want what you want what he want. That's all it take. Everything else, confetti. a distraction. Anything else just puts them one day closer where they wake up with that feeling of regret because they actually end up blocking the thing that they say they want in favor of that thing that it feels good in the moment. It boosts their ego, but it's short-lived. And as she put it, it's not the long game, it's the short game.
Exactly. And so you can't use the coffee shop or the ice cream shop or the juice bar for content. That's not going to be interesting. That's also not going to be anything to brag to their friends about. So most women nowadays are only dating for very shallow, superficial reasons, not because they're actually trying to be pursued and involved in a courtship with a man. Because a date, the first date, is to see if y'all can lead that to a courtship. And these women nowadays don't get that because they're not in it for that. And the crazy thing is, these will be the same women that'll come in the next breath and say that they want a husband and they want a man, you know, that'll hold them down and blah, blah, blah. But yet you're demanding that he take you on an expensive date when he don't even know you. Like, I would never advise my son to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to advise my son to do the exact opposite because of you broke, scandalous, greedy bitches.
Exactly. And you know what? Men know this. Listen, guys who they're willing to play the game, they know that if they not in it with serious intentions, where they actually are looking to court a woman and make her wife, and they out here, they just trying to, you know, hit and run, then they know exactly what the recipe is. You know, if you can't get her with your wordplay because she may be a little bit more advanced and you just can't talk her into that opportunity to being able to be intimate with her, then the next best thing you do is you sit here and you throw that confetti. You give her a whole bunch of distractions, taking her out, spending some money, showing her a good time, because now it gives the illusion that you're really interested in her, and it lets down her guard. And that man who they were really actually looking to avoid, the guy who all he wanted is sex, as far as, well, I just wanted to hit it anyway. I ain't really want nothing else, you know, but, a player got to do what a player got to do. Then that's exactly how he going to move in, and he going to win every time with the women who believe that that's the standard he need to set, and filter out the men who aren't worth their time versus the ones who are worth their time. He going to win every time because he, at that point, he got the playbook. He got the playbook. He in the team huddle.
Ma'am, because you're expecting a man that you don't know to spend extravagant amounts of money on you on the first outing. What are you not getting? Like, are you slow, retarded, dumb, stupid? What is it? I'm not understanding. Like, your comprehension skills are clearly off, because anybody who demands that a man spend extravagant amounts of money for the very first outing, a man you don't even know, it's because you playing the short game. You plan on kicking him to the curb at the end of the night anyway, so it doesn't matter how much he spends. You don't plan to see him again, so you don't care. But if you're actually wanting long term with him, the first outing is about seeing if you have a vibe and a connection to move forward so that you don't waste one another's time. But like I said, majority of these women in today's day are 304s. Y'all use 304 tactics on everyday men and then be confused when the shit don't work. That only attracts pimps and sugar daddies. That's it. That's all.
Exactly. It attracts that, plus the guys who understand if that's the game that's going to be played, then they going to master it, and they going to figure out a way to get what they want out of it. And that's just the cost of doing business in their book. And since they're not in it for the long run, they're just trying to scratch that itch. They'll go along and play the little game. They will. There's men out there who will go along and they'll play the game. But as soon as they get that itch scratched, then it's on to the next. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole topic. Everything going on has been going on for a couple of days now. Everybody's been chiming in. So why don't you go ahead and drop your comment down below? Questions, comments, those and feedback. You know, I always appreciate when you guys take the time to chime in. Don't forget, you enjoy any part of the content, make sure you smash the like button for more. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time.